What's up guys, this is Attila and today we are here at my place with Yuval from Solar Guitars and we're gonna talk about my Solar guitars and all that good stuff. Say I was at the 4th grade in elementary school when I kind of got introduced to metal, and it was Clawfinger, a Swedish metal band, such pioneers. A classmate of mine who brought that cassette, it was back then when there were cassettes, and I totally got hooked on. And since my dad owns a music store, still up to this day, it was very easy access to get music from him. So when I got home, I told him that I just heard this amazing music and I need it. So the next day I got a cassette from him, having on the A side this song and some others from that album, which he loved actually, and on the B side he put his own favorites, which were like Motorhead, Deep Purple and things like that, Nature at the time, which I was not interested in. I wanted to have the heavy stuff. So I asked my dad, like, hey, can you show me something like even heavier than this? So then he introduced me to Sepultura's Chaos AD, which was like, I knew that there must be something heavier than that. I couldn't believe how, but I just knew it. So I asked him to show me something heavier than that, if it exists. And that's when he gave me Pantera's official live, the live album. And that changed my life. Like gradually I was playing with bigger and bigger bands over in Hungary, and then 2009 when I got in contact with the Nevermore guys, and I ended up being their guitar player. It was a festival and it was raining and my my shoes got soaked and I couldn't get warmed up, and I kind of freaked out. And it was during River Dragon when I knew that the uni solo was coming. I was like, in my head, I had this conversation, like, I cannot do this, I'm gonna fail, I just want to go home. It was really a crazy debate in my head. I was ready to just put down the guitar and just cry and go home and just forget about this. But somehow I just managed to strengthen up and play the solo, and I played it really good. And that gave me a lot of confidence. Of course, many times I failed in these moments, but they also gave me a lot. Because failing is part of the whole process. It's a cliche, but it's true. So yeah. While Nevermore was still going, I formed another band in Hungary, which started out as a hobby, but then it turned out to be a very successful band here in Hungary, and we got 2 records that were pretty successful. We were touring around Hungary and some other places. We also had our first album coming out in the States, where during that time I actually got a scholarship to MI and spent there 1 semester. I also lost 25 kilos there, which is like almost 50 pounds. It's a side story, but it was very important in my life. While I was with Nevermore, when it really hit me that, okay, this is what I'm doing, I guess I'm a musician now. But I never started and kept going for this reason, like to not to make money, but I just always made it for the love of the whole thing. I guess it was in 2017, I heard about that Satyricon was considering another live guitarist. So they were doing an audition, which I went to, and then I ended up getting the gig, and I was touring with them for a year and a half on the Deep Calleth Upon Deep album touring cycle, and then after a couple of years there is a pretty nice tour coming up in April with the Behemoth and Rotting Christ. So the way I got introduced to Solar was it started in 2020 when at the last Dying Bash I played together with Ola, and he told me that to visit him at the Solar booth at the time, and we talked a little bit, and of course I loved the guitars. And then soon after he sent me this guitar, which I still have up to this day. And at the time, I was with the company for many years, and I ended up staying with them. But then luckily, like it was last year, I was touring in South America when I got a call from UL, who is holding the camera right now, like revisiting this topic. And long story short, I ended up being a solar artist, and that's when this journey kind of really started. So this is, and I don't exactly know the specifics, it's a mahogany body E shape. I've always loved the E shape a lot, and just the white color on stage, and just in general, I think it looks super cool. And I always loved people who have guitars with a lot of stickers on it. Yeah, it's a really cool guitar. I like it a lot, and I've been touring with this for the, I don't know, past year and a half or so. And I also got this super lovely guitar, which is a Kirk Weinstein signature guitar that I tweaked just a little bit to make it a little more of my own. I switched the pickups, not that because I didn't like it, because it's another EMG. It's the Retroactive series, and it's just a working horse. The other reason why I chose this guitar, because it has a fixed bridge, and I can tune wherever I want to. So when I'm on tour, I can write in different tunings, or if I learn songs, I can tune it all the time. I keep tuning this guitar, using the same strings, and it just stays in tune all the time. So I really like that about it. And I also got this little monster, which is a baritone X guitar that I'm gonna be needing it in one of the new Satyricon songs that hasn't even come out yet. I didn't even hear it yet. So we're gonna play a song with the baritone tuning and just baritone scale. And lucky me, because now I get this guitar. So before I say goodbye, I want to say that I'm very humbled and flattered to be a part of Solar Guitars, which is a company I feel like I'm really a part of something. They seem to care about people, and I saw this up close, like with other people as well. So it's not just they act nice to me; they act very nice to other people as well. So I really love about that. I love the guitars. I love everything about it. Yeah, and other than that, if you like, if you're interested in me and what I do, just you can follow me on the YouTube. I got the channel. You can find it as Attila Vörös official. It's kind of hard to write, but you find all the links in the description. Yeah, I guess that's it. Bye.